This is A Wilson. Dang, feels like a TIL. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Topic I'm going to talk to you today about is Normani. And like I said in my last video, people wanted Normani to come out with a new song or some new music because they hadn't heard from her in a while, especially after she did the collab with Jordan Woods on uh on Dancing with the Stars in February. And then it was like right after the season finale of Dancing with the Stars, somebody was asking her how it was, and she was saying it was real good. She was glad that she was able to help out Jordan Woods for the season finale of that. And then in the interview after he said, "No mind." Some people think that you are the mass singer because the mass singer just got. Oh no, that's not me. I know what people talking about. That's not me. That's somebody else. And then, and then last week they had the season finale of the Masked Singer, and the Crow did not win. And to come take off the mask, it was the money all along. And like they say, when you on Masked Singer, they have you keeping, they have to keep everything locked tight and shut, and they don't want nobody saying nothing. And so it was like I was trying to get back to see the season finale of her unveiling. I saw a little clip on Twitter and Instagram when it first happened last week. And then I remembered that I thought I saw the Masked Singer on Tubi. So when I went back to check, it was on Tubi. But I didn't watch it from I didn't watch season 14 all the way from the first episode. I think I started as episode 5, which was which was the Aussie Fest, and that one was okay. But then I looked at the next one, the second one, which was 6, and it had no money. So I watched it from 6 all the way to 11 episodes. And so Normani did good singing the Spice Girl song. And they had a Spice Girl night. She did real good. Now, at first, she did a little dance, a little shimmy here and there and forth. And then she was saved. She was saved, and then after that she the next time she was on there, she sung an Adriana Grande song called Break Free. And I said, "Ooh, that's a very pretty and lovely song, especially the way Nobody sung it." And they had said a couple of years back that a lot of those hit songs that Adriana Grande was making was written by a black woman. So well, that probably was this song too because she sounded real good singing that and stuff like that. But Normani is very good at singing pop dance type songs, you know, that kind of fit her voice. But I didn't like what Alan Dick said after Heidi Montag had lost because her and Normani had to do a sing off because they had the lowest scores on that episode. He got saying, you know, we didn't have that many type of a good, strong singers this season and stuff like that. And she was about the best one. I think Heidi Montag was the snow girl. And so and he said, "Oh, they both sound good together," you know, because when they was battling each other out, and then at the end they kind of sung the same song together to see which one sounded better, and the money did sound better. Now all of them said that their voices blended good together. They said, "Oh yeah, new girl." Then it was Heidi Montag. Like I said, I really didn't watch the Hills back in the 90s and early 2000s because it was too similar to 90210. And I was only watching 90210 because I knew a little bit about Tori Spelling. Other than that, I didn't watch those type of shows. Excuse me. But anyway, back to the show. You know, they was glad, and she talked about, you know, how a house got in the burn fire, and she was just glad to be back on TV, and she had made a record. I remember she talking about making a record, making a song and putting out a song. Now, some people say that song sound pretty good. I haven't heard, haven't listened to Heidi Montag before. What she did on Masked Singer. She usually is a pretty good singer. But anyway, Normani won, and so the next night was the semifinals, and she sung Whitney Houston song "It's Not Right, But It's Okay," and stuff like that. And it was like when Nick Cannon asked her on the semifinals, he said, Crow, have you worked or do you know any other people on this stage? She said, I knew some of them. We said, well, I really only worked with one. I said, who? She said, Rita Ora. Rita Ora said, huh? What? When did we work together? I don't remember that. She said, we worked together a long time ago. Both of us was on the competition show. And then she said, ooh, I know the only two people that I work with that kind of sound pretty good was was Kylie Cantrell. I worked with her on Broadway in the stage in the I forgot it was it the Skeletor one of the other ones. She was saying she does sound like Kylie Cantrell, and then she said the only other person I know is Normani, and then she said it couldn't be Normani, and then what's his name what the guy kept saying. Even when they had the Spice Girls night, and they had what's her name on there? Taraji P. Henson. She kept saying the money sounded like Kiki Palmer. Now I don't know if they know each other behind the scenes or they just keep everybody quiet, everybody have on their mask. But that wasn't no Kiki Palmer and stuff like that. And Kiki Palmer even have the shape the money has. Anyway, like I said, nobody figured it out. And then Rita Ora kind of figured out during the semifinals. But it's like when she did the finals, when she did Whitney Houston song, It's All Right, but It's Okay. And then she did a little dance, and then she kicked up her leg, and then that's when Rita Ora it was kind of dinged in her head and said, "Oh, that is the mind." And so when they took the mask off, and then that's when Nick said, "You were right, you were right. This time, Rita Ora, it was no money." And they was all so happy and stuff like that. And I was happy too. And even though she didn't win, she did a good job to me. I really did like it and stuff like that. I used to watch the Masked Singer from seasons 1 through I think 5. Then after season 5, I kind of stopped watching it. One because they moved it, because I think it used to be on Tuesdays on Fox, and I would watch it. Now it's on Wednesdays on Fox, and I'll be forgetting about it sometimes. But anyway, the season to me, season of 14 was good because they had a lot of people. I even had Jack Wagner on there, and I forgot that he used to sing on General Hospital because they mentioned about General Hospital and Golden Mule. But all in all, from episode 5 all the way to 12, I think the Masked Singer was pretty good for season 14 and stuff like that. That's all I have for this video. This is A. Wesley. Oh, one more thing. Normani did come out with her next collection from She Is, and I'll put that in the video too. Now, this is A. Wesley. That ain't even tells it like a TI is. I am out. I am out.